Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In our last lecture we were discussing about standard 12 computer subject chapter number 3 designing simple website using Composer. We already discussed about the planning for the website, in which we completed the concepts of purpose, audience, content, medium. Now from this lecture onwards we will discuss about creating a simple website using Composer, that is in the context of e-commerce. So let's start line by line. In earlier chapters we discussed how to create web pages using Composer and use JavaScript for interactivity. So when we talk about the previous chapters, we discuss about Composer in chapter 1, and in chapter 2 we discuss about JavaScript. We also have seen general consideration in this lesson while designing the website. Now we will design and we will see how to design and develop a small e-commerce website in Composer. As you all are aware that this is our Composer software, and here we will design our website. Let us create a simple e-commerce website named School Plaza. The name of our website is School Plaza, which caters to the needs of the school going students. And on our website all the school related items like books, stationery, school bags, water bottles, lunch box, files, folders and other such related items are available and can easily order. Means we are preparing one e-commerce website. People who come to our website, they will purchase our category products. Now we will also create a shopping cart which will show us all the products and the total amount of items that we have purchased. Now shopping cart is collection of products which you want to purchase. So we have to prepare shopping cart for our website with the help of JavaScript. Now figure 3.1 and 3.2 shows how our home page and shopping cart will design and will look like. See, on page number 54, this is School Plaza, this is our home page. We have to prepare exactly like this, and this is the shopping cart. Now in shopping cart you can able to see it's generate the bill. So we have to understand how bill can be generated. Now on page number 55, let us learn to create our website step by step. To start with, we should first design the home page. Okay, we have to focus on home page of our website. So first we learn how to design home page. Now the home page of the website is the first page. Please underline, this question can be asked in exam. The home page of the website is the first page that opens when the user enters the URL address, that means name of the website, in the address bar of the browser. For example, if you open Gujarat Board website and if you mention gseb.org, what comes first is the home page. The home page of our website should list all the categories of the items that are available. So remember, home page also contains the categories of product, and clicking on any of the categories will take you another web page showing the items of the particular category. Like for example, on the left side here, for example, school bags available. So if you click on school bag, then here all school bag will come. If you click on water bottle, it will open the file which contains all the details about water bottle only. Same way, if you click on lunch box, it open the file which contains all the details about the lunch box. So that is the way how we need to design. Now to create the website, various designs which are known as templates are freely available on internet. Template means ready-made designs and they are available from internet. We can easily download the templates and customize them as per our needs. So templates are nothing but ready-made stuff which can be helpful, okay, to prepare the website, and that predefined structures you can able to customize based on your requirement. Now we need to design our own home page. So to start with design our home page, open Composer and create a new page, web page. And to organize all the content and the images related to theme, we will insert a table with a single cell as shown in figure 3.3. And the table will contain all the text and images related to the website. And to insert table, please underline, follow the menu sequence, insert and table, and select single table and press OK button like this. So we'll follow this, insert, and then here we have a table. You can able to see this insert, and insert menu has a command called table. Insert and table. Now you can see this dialog box. These are called tabs. These are the called tabs. The MCQ was asking exam how many tabs of insert table dialog box, or among the following which is not the tab of insert table dialog box. So please remember them. And here we have to just click on the first one. If you want more columns, move right side. If you want more rows, move down side. Don't click, just move your mouse cursor. Now I want only one box, that is called one row and one column. So I will click on this first box. And the moment if I click on first box, you can see here one box is available. I hope now you can make out. Now in this box our whole home page will come. You must have a question that how in this box whole web page can be fit. But the more information you will add, accordingly this table will enlarge in terms of height and width. Now see what is mentioned next. Save the web page with a suitable title. When you try to save the page, it asks for the title first. For example, I put the title, that is welcome. The title will be displayed on the title bar of the web browser. Here we have given the title as School Plaza. So they want School Plaza. Okay, we mentioned that. School Plaza. Save the file with the name index.html. In first chapter also we discussed this point, and here it repeat again. Save the file with index.html. Why index.html? See, generally whenever we create home page of the website, it named as index.html. The reason for this is majority servers are prepared and programmed in such a way that when somebody open the website, it automatically provide index.html as the first information as a home page. So if you save your home page as index.html, then it is easy for server to search for the page which required to be expressed on the website if somebody try to open the website. So that's why if we are creating home page, then it is advisable that we provide the name index.html. Now it mentioned here, see, every website is built inside directories. Directories means folders on the server, web server, and each web page is a separate file .html on that web server. So whenever the user types the URL of the website, that is name of the website, in the browser, for example schoolplaza.com, he or she is not specify which file to be open. We just mentioned schoolplaza.com, yahoo.com, facebook.com, flipkart.com. We just mentioned the name of the website. But the server needs a default file name in order to display some content. Like when you open facebook.com, Facebook server required to show you the first file. When you open amazon.com, the server of Amazon required to show you the first file. This default file, that is index.html, this default file is the page name index.html, and thus when we type a URL, website name, without the file name, the server looks for the default file. For example, you mentioned schoolplaza.com, but you not clarify which is home page. So in that case, your server will search for default file name. And for all the server, default file name is index.html. And that's why index.html display it automatically. Now we will give a background color to the inserted table. So select the table and double click on it. Or alternatively, we can also right click on the table and select table cell properties. This will open table properties dialog box as shown in figure 3.4. This is 3.4. Now we follow the instruction. You will save this as index.html. Now to change the background color, right click, table or cell background color, and you see in our textbook background color is mentioned, that is gray kind of, so I will provide the same. Now I click on OK button, and I hope you can able to see here the background color is changed. Remember, there are two ways: right click and table cell properties, or else select table and double click on it. For example, if I double click on it, then also this table properties comes. Or if you go for right click, then table cell properties here. So from here also you can change. Now these table properties we have to learn. Now in table properties, what we have to learn is mentioned in the paragraph after figure 3.4. You can see two tabs, that is table and cells. Remember, they are called tabs, table and cell. I'll go for zoom so you understand that what I am talking about. So here we need to observe that these are two tabs, table and cell. How many tabs that can be asked in exam? Okay. So you have to be focused, table and cell. Now what they are trying to say here is we need to go for table tab first. Okay. Now one is used to control whole table and other is cell. Cell means box. You can see the cells related to a particular table, and these options seen in table tab are table tab. This is what we have to go for. This is table tab. We are right now here, table tab. The first option is what? It shows the number of rows and columns and weight and height and width of the table, and height and width can be specified in pixel or percentage of the window. Underline, the measurement is either pixel or percentage. Like for example, here it is shows what? It shows pixel. Now we go for percentage. For example, if I say 20, 50, and if I click on apply, I hope you can able to see this change. If I say width 20, it reduce. So you can mention in percentage or you can mention in pixel. Now next, border and spacing. This can be asked in exam. It shows the border option in case you want to give a border to the table, and spacing is used to specify the gap between the cell. Now we'll understand cell spacing and cell padding. I'll create a new file and I insert table of 3 by 3 and I mention the information. Now we'll select it, center align. Okay, fine. Now if I go for cell spacing, means gap between two cell in all four direction. For example, if the cell spacing is, say for example 10 pixel between cell, look at this, this is called cell spacing. This distance, this distance, this distance and this one is called cell spacing. The gap between two boxes, all four direction. Now cell padding means what? Cell padding means gap between the information of the box and the border of the box from all four direction. The gap between information and border. For example, if I put cell padding say 25, you can able to see the gap is changed. Okay, 25, 25, 25 and 25. So the gap between the information of the box and the border of the box, that is called cell padding between cell border and content. After that we have a table alignment, that is to align the table as left, center or right. Like for example, if I mention here center and apply, then table will come in center. Okay, for example, you can able to see here left, align left is visible. Now if I go for align right, it move on right hand side, left means left hand side and then center. The next, caption, underline, used to give caption to the table if required. If you want to provide the title, then caption tag is used to define the caption, the title. Background color, to give the background color to the table, that we have to see because it open table background color dialog box. We'll go for that. Here we click on background color, caption is there. Where you want caption, above table, below, left or right, that direction you have to clarify. If I click on background color, then I'll get a choice to set the background color. For example, I am keeping this as a background color, and if I click on OK button, then it will change the background color. You can able to see here. So these are the options available. Okay, now to display the text, because see what we want to do is we want to create exactly like this: School Plaza, photograph and the text. We want everything as it is. So what to do? We need to prepare one more table, because this is gray color table. You can able to see this is gray color table, and this is another table with two columns. So what we will do is we will prepare a table. See here mentioned one more table. Now to display the text School Plaza and the related images or related image, sorry, we will insert another table with one row and two columns, and one of the columns will display the text and the other displays the image. So we need to go for insert and table command again, and we have to select 1 by 2, means these two box. We'll go for that in our original file. I click inside this table. One more command I give: insert table and here we will select only two boxes. So I hope you can see here there are two boxes. Now in first I will write School Plaza, and in second I need to insert the image. You can enlarge this if you move your mouse cursor, it change. Now click and drag, you can able to enlarge the table the way how you want. So this is School Plaza, we have to type in the first area, and in second we will put image. Give a background color to the table. Here again we double click inside this and we provide the background color. And I click on OK button. Okay. Now in this box we need to insert the image. Now before we insert image, we need to complete the process of School Plaza like this. We want to write like this: School Plaza, one stop for all necessities. Then we need to increase the font size, so select this, and here we have a button called large font size. You can able to see here we have to use this icon. How much you want, it's according to you, and enlarge this table like this. Okay, now put it in center. So your part is ready. Okay, and now here you need to go for the image. So as you can see here, School Plaza, and its tagline available. Now we have to add the photographs. Now I don't have an exact photograph, but in textbook the instruction is given that you can go for nearby photograph, whatever near possible on internet. So now in the left cell we will insert the text, and in the right cell, cell means box, we put image. See, left side we have a text, and here we will put image. To insert image, what is mentioned? Go for insert an image. Alternatively, you can click the image icon on the toolbar, and this will open dialog box as shown in figure 3.7. Now see, here we have an image icon, you can see here, or else you can click on insert an image. Both options will give you the same choice. So what we have to do is, we'll click on image icon, and we can able to see this image properties dialog box. Now the important thing is this one, alternate text. Now alternate text means something which you want to show in a situation when the server is not able to show the image. For example, somebody open your website, and because of some technical issue the server is not able to show the image. Then what message you want to show in the place of image, that you have to mention in this box as alternative text or alternate text. And if you feel so that no, I don't want such kind of alternative text, then you have to click on this. Don't use alternate text. Alternate text is such text which will display in a situation when the server is not able to show the image to the person who open your website. So first of all you have to decide alternate text or don't use alternate text. I click on this don't use alternate text. You can able to see here right hand side corner this icon is available, and this icon is of the list of files from where you can select what photograph you want in terms of image. So I'll click on this yellow icon, choose file, and here I have a photographs. I select school 1. Now here I can set the dimension. This is the actual size in terms of pixel. Okay. Now if I click on dimension, I can able to change the size. I can customize the size. Okay. I click on custom size. Constraint means height and width will change accordingly. If I change the height, then width automatically adjusts. Now I'll mention here 100 pixel, 100 by 100. Okay, I clarify the location, do not use alternate text, and here I go for 100 pixel. You can use percentage of the cell also, both are possible, either mention in pixel or mention in percentage. Now I click on OK button, and I hope you can see the image available. Now you can manually drag it. If you feel so that it is too small, then you can able to drag it according to your choice. That will be the adjustment you have to do the way how you are doing in MS Word, something same way. Click, then put it center. Fine. Now you can able to see. This will open the dialog box as shown figure 3.7. Specify the location, which we already specify. Specify the alternative or alternate text, underline alternate text in the input box. Otherwise select don't use alternate text radio button in case you do not want to give alternate text. But giving alternate text will display the text in the case the image is not displayed in the browser. So either the image will display or the alternate text will display. Next, see here instruction is given that students may design their own image. Okay, fine. Now select the dimension tab, which I already clarified, and then custom size, and then you can able to go for height and width at 100% of cell as shown in figure 3.9. Here you can able to see 100% of the cell. Okay, and then finally it look like this. Now the next what we need to go for is to prepare one more table. It mentioned that now we will insert another table with 2 rows and 2 columns to display the categories and new products. And in the first row cell type the text categories and the new products. So we will now move on that. I click in this gray area, insert table, 2 rows 2 columns. Left hand side here I will write categories, new products. Okay. Now you give a suitable color to the text. Previously what we learned, that is background color. Now they are talking about text color. The menu sequence is format, text color. Okay, see how it look like. Background color is yellowish and then format color is red. So we'll go for first background color. As I explained you, double click inside the table, then table tab, then background color, and then we choose the color and click on OK button. Now to change the color of the text, select the text, format, text color, which is mentioned here. So format, text color, and then you can select red color and OK. Same way, select format, text color, red color, and OK. So here it look like this, which is similar to what textbook says to us. Now next, in the second row, just below the categories. This is the second row where my mouse cursor is moving. Below categories means this area. Here they are saying that below categories we will insert another table with single column and multiple rows. And in this table we will insert different categories. And in each row, like school bag, water bottles and others, and give a suitable color to the text. And here we have insert a horizontal line also to different categories. So we do one thing. Horizontal line we discuss afterwards. First we want to go for the table. So insert table, single column and multiple rows, like this, and click here. Now here we will write the items, because in textbook it is given here: school bag, water bottle, lunch box. So we will write this. School bag, water bottle, lunch box, compass box. Then after that, stationery and file and folders. Okay, so these are the categories available. Now we can change the change the font color. Select, format, text color, and I'll select red color. In textbook it is mentioned something else, so better we go for some different color. We go for brown color. Format, text color, like this. Okay, now some students are doing in practicalism like this: select everything, format, text color, brown one, and OK. That is also possible. So you can change the text color like this way. Now they are talking about horizontal line. Now to insert horizontal line, go to what? Insert and horizontal line. And also the categories will be link which takes us to the related page of the selected category. And we will make the link on the categories later on. Link we have to do afterwards, but first we insert horizontal line. How? Click beside school bags, insert, and here we have a command called horizontal line. So we will focus on that. We'll go for insert and horizontal line. This is called horizontal line. We have to do this one by one, unfortunately. Select, insert, horizontal line. You see what happened. Okay, so here you can't apply the same theory what you apply for color. Individually insert, horizontal line, insert, horizontal line. Like this way we have to do one by one. Okay. Now right hand side we have to create one more table. So how it is possible? Let us now create table to add the images of the items and the related details in the cell below the new products. Insert the table depend on the items we want to display on the page. And here we have insert the table with 3 rows and 3 columns like this. So simple command, again same thing. Insert table, 3 rows and 3 columns, and you can able to see how it look like. You can enlarge it according to your choice. Outer table you have to enlarge, and then this table also you can enlarge, so you get a space like this. Now the next part is we will insert another table at the bottom of the page for the details like about School Plaza, feedback, contact us, site map, and then create the table to insert the text, and the text will also be a link in future. So one more table we have to go for. 4 items are there. So what we do is, at the bottommost part, again in gray area, we will go for insert tables, 1 row and 4 columns. See, and we change the color. We go for double click on table, so table properties will open, table tab, and background color we will make it a bluish kind of. And here we will write all the details. See, about School Plaza, feedback, contact us. So about School Plaza, contact us, feedback, site map, okay. So now our home page is almost in a ready condition, okay, and it is up to you that how you can make it still beautiful. It's your choice of colors and other things. Now next we have to learn is how you can design the link, but that we will discuss in the next lecture. Today we will keep up to this. If you want to suggest anything, you can suggest in comment section and ask the doubt also, most welcome. And in our next lecture we will create the link, and then we have to focus on various script, as you can see right now on the screen. So we will conclude our lecture over here. Till then, please take care of yourself. God bless you. Thank you.